This is Jim Bob Kebab. He is a red blood cell, ready to go on an adventure. We will call him JK for short, JK rolling in the bloodstream. JK's journey starts off in the red bone marrow, the site of hematopoiesis. He then becomes a stem cell. Stem cells in the red bone marrow, called hemocytoblasts, give rise to all the formed elements in blood. A proerythroblast is the earliest of 4 stages in development of the normoblasts and is produced by the division of stem cells. During the early stage of erythroblasts, hemoglobin synthesis begins. Hemoglobin are iron-containing proteins that transport the bulk of oxygen that is carried in the blood and binds with a small amount of carbon dioxide. Late-stage erythroblasts is where the cells start to get smaller and the nucleus shrinks, while still producing hemoglobin. It is followed by normoblast, which contains 35% of hemoglobin of a full RBC and still contains a nucleus. We then move on to reticulocytes. These take 2 days to mature. They will have no nucleus and will synthesize hemoglobin. They gradually reduce in size and become a biconcave disc. The finished product is an erythrocyte, which is the most abundant cell in the blood. What is a red blood cell? It is a good oxygen transporter as it does not take up much space. It's ideal for gas exchange because it's small and lives for an average of 120 days. It is removed in the spleen, liver, and red bone marrow as poop and urine. Fun facts. There are 150 billion red blood cells in 1 ounce of blood. There are 2.4 trillion red blood cells in 1 pint of blood. The human body manufactures 17 million red blood cells per second, and it takes 20 to 60 seconds for a drop of blood to travel from the heart through your body and back to the heart again. Cows have 800 and possibly more blood types. The most common blood type in the United States is O positive, 39% of the population, while the least common blood type is AB negative, with only 0.5% of the population. Patients in the United States use approximately 32,000 pints of blood every day. All blood isn't red. Crabs have blue blood. Earthworms and leeches have green blood. Many invertebrates, such as starfish, have clear or yellowish blood.